What's up, everybody? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Make sure I'm not echoing or anything like that. Let me know if everything sounds a-okay. So how y'all doing out there? Y'all enjoying your weekend? Just had a little bit of free time, so I figured I'd stream for a little bit. I'm trying to upgrade my team. It's been a while since I upgraded my team, so get some of y'all's input on that, who I should buy and whatnot. Kind of debating on a bunch of stuff right now. Talk NFL draft. Ultimate League Finals is in a couple hours. If any of y'all follow that, that's the Madden Championship. It's going to be on ESPN2, I believe, in a few hours. Young Kid versus Dreeny, so we could talk about all that and kick it for a little bit. I got some stuff to go do in about an hour or so, but we could just have some free time so we could kick it till then. How y'all feel about the draft promo? Any of y'all check it out? Any of y'all MUT players? Or just the NFL draft in general? Y'all feel like your teams did well or what? As you can see, I'm looking at Davenport right here. That's who my team chose. So I kind of want to get him, but I'm not sure because I have Clowney. I feel like the Clowney card's a little bit better, so I'm not sure if I want to get Davenport or not. I mean, they're about what and what, really. Clowney's just faster, and he's got secure tackler, which I'm really big on. I got about 500,000 coins to spend. I want to just like upgrade whatever's really left to upgrade on my team, and I haven't played that much head to head the last few weeks. I'm probably not gonna play too much because I mean I'm kind of getting bored of Madden 18, but I'm gonna still play a few more games so I can like get videos for you guys and stuff. So I'm gonna upgrade the team this one last time and just see what happens. You weren't happy with what the Saints did? I mean, I hope it works out. I was definitely shocked. I didn't think they would trade up to get him. I didn't think. I don't know. They're really big on him. They think he's the piece. So hopefully it works out. Giants had a pretty good draft. I think taking Barkley #2 was a little. You could say it was a slight reach because usually running backs don't go that high. Because it's a position that just they don't last very long, and the bust potential. Well, not really so much the bust potential because it's not. But the thing with like running backs is it's good. Their position it's kind of easy to find, and they come and go quickly. I mean, like look what the Saints did with Kamara last year. They got him in the 3rd round, and a lot of times that happens. I think if the Giants really wanted Barkley, I think they could have probably traded back a couple spots and still got him, and maybe came up with some extra picks. But I mean, hopefully it works out for him. So yeah, I don't know if I should scoop up this Davenport or just roll with Clowney. What do y'all think? Kind of debating. I feel like I want to leave Clowney just because he's got secure tackler. I'm really big on that ability. Davenport's slower, and he's only really clear edge Davenport has is play recognition. He definitely has an edge there, but I think secure tackler outweighs that. Might just chill on that for right now. Because one thing I'm definitely about to do is I'm definitely about to go snag the boss battle Ricky Jackson for sure. I need him on my team. Like ASAP. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm not really surprised that Mayfield won. I thought he would go 1st overall. Definitely grabbing Ricky Jackson. So I'm gonna tell you why I'm grabbing Ricky Jackson here. Ricky Jackson's pretty sick. I'm gonna use him for both pass rushing, but also for coverage as well. But I'm gonna show you why in a second. I think the Falcons got a really good pick with Ridley. Ridley slipped a little further than I expected. Him and Julio, that's going to be a really good 1-2 punch. And then Sanu, I mean, Sanu isn't any slouch himself either. Alright, so we're going to plug Ricky Jackson in here. I'm still going to use Anthony Barr because he's always going to be my user at 6'5", but I'm going to start Ricky Jackson. So this is kind of what I'm thinking of doing here. So I'll put Barr right here. Let's see. Where's he at? I really want to get the 95 overall Barr, but he's like 350,000 coins. I'm not spending that much on him. It's just not that big of a deal. So Ricky Jackson, this dude is filthy. Okay, so 88 speed, 99 play rec, 99 tackle. He's got secure tackler, 97 block shed, 98 power move, 94 finesse move, 97 hit power. Ridiculous. But because of the boost, the chemistries, and whatnot that I have, he will also have 92 zones. So this is what I'm thinking of doing when because I primarily run either dollar or 3-4 out on defense. Like, at this point of the year, that's like pretty much the only two formations I'm really getting in. So when I'm in 3-4, this is what we're gonna do. So Deion Jones isn't gonna get on the field because he doesn't have secure tackler, neither does Barr, but I'm using Barr. Barr is gonna always be my user. So when I'm in 3-4, we're gonna have Levante David, who has like 94 zone secure tackler. We're going to have Ray Lewis, who has secure tackler. And we're going to have Ricky Jackson, who's got 92 zone secure tackler. And then I'm going to user Barr. Deion Jones is going to be the odd man out. But I keep Jones in my lineup for his zone chemistry, his read and react. Now, also when I'm in 3-4, I'm going to use Night Train Lane as one of my cornerbacks because he has secure tackler. And then I'll probably use Champ Bailey as my other one. Now, when I go to dollar, what I'm thinking about doing is I only need 2 linebackers in dollar. So what I'm thinking about doing when I go to dollar is I definitely have to have Barr because he's my user. And then I think I'm going to have Levante David as my other linebacker because Deion Jones doesn't have secure tackler, so he's not going to be in the game. Ray Lewis doesn't have 91 plus zone, so he won't be in the game in dollar. So my 2 linebackers will be David, he'll be the computer, and I'll use Anthony Barr. But I'm thinking about moving Ricky Jackson down to where Clowney is, or maybe Cam Jordan. I think Cam Jordan's better than Clowney, though. So I'm going to move him down in dollar to be a pass rusher. So, and at safety right now, I picked up the Minka Fitzpatrick. I'm thinking about selling him and going to get the position hero Clinton Dix, though, because he's actually like way better. And they're like the same price. But Matthews in there for his zone boost. I need to get a better D tackle too. It's time to get rid of Mean Joe. He's just not that guy anymore. Harrison Smith's a little slow, but I like his traits, and he has secure tackler. This is the offense right now. I could upgrade my guards. Could upgrade the right tackle too, but I'm not really too concerned about it. Could upgrade the tight end. I've been running with these 2 guys like all year, but I mean, they've gotten the job done. Wide receivers, got Mike Thomas, got Ginn, we got the Combine Cooks, and then I got Landry right there. We got Barry Sanders was my free Ultimate Legend I got for doing the set. Got Derrick Henry as the backup. So I don't know. I'm not sure what to grab right now. Any of y'all tuning in for our Ultimate League tonight, championship? Let's see. I really think I'm gonna get that Clinton Dix. I think he's a position hero. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Man, he's actually kind of expensive. I thought he was cheaper than this. I mean, Fitzpatrick's a little bit... The main difference, really, he's got unfakeable, which is nice. He's also way better at tackling. Way better at pursuit. But, man, he's actually, like, a lot more... I didn't think he was that expensive. I could have sworn he was cheaper than that. So, actually, I might not do that. Let's see what other free safeties they got out here. They don't have any secure tackler free safeties except for the Sean Taylor, but you can't buy him, so that does me no good. Cliff Harris. No, Fitzpatrick's. They about what and what really, but I'd rather stick with Fitzpatrick there. Ultimate Legend Steve Atwater. Yeah, the NFC is going to be stacked again, man. I'm hoping the Saints pull it out this year, but Eagles will still be good again. The Packers will probably be better because they'll have Rodgers the whole year. I think the Bears actually can be. The Bears' defense is so good. Like, if their offense just kind of comes together a little bit, like, and then they drafted the best linebacker in the draft, the Bears got a nasty defense. Vikings should still be just as good, maybe better because they got a better quarterback. Panthers and the Falcons are always in the mix. Seahawks, they didn't have the greatest year last year, but they'll always be in the mix. Rams are good. The Niners could take a step forward this year. The NFC is a bloodbath. I don't think the Giants are there yet. The Giants got some pieces, but it's like I don't know if Eli can still do it. Even though Eli's never been amazing, but in the postseason he's been able to turn it up. But their offensive line needs working. They didn't really address that too much. It didn't seem like in the draft. Like they gotta. The combo of having Barkley and the offense has weapons. OBJ, of course, Barkley, Evan Ingram's good, and I still think Sterling Shepard's underrated. But that offensive line, if you don't have a good old line, it's just hard. And they lost a few pieces on defense too. So I don't know. The Giants are kind of like they're up in the air. I don't really think the Seahawks are gonna fall completely off because they're a pretty well coached team. Their O-line's got some trouble as well. And they definitely lost some important pieces on defense. But I think they're just well coached. They always find ways to plug guys in. So let's see. Steve Atwater, they're same speed. Steve Atwater's a lot taller. I'm really big on height with my defensive backs. Way better tackler. He's a little bit less in zone coverage, but it's not a big deal. Minkah Fitzpatrick's got 99 zone for me with boost. Steve Atwater would have 96, which that's still pretty good. His pursuit's way better. His hit power's better. So that's somebody I could get. And they're about the same price. Oh no, Fitzpatrick's way cheaper actually. He's about like 40,000 cheaper. Kraus is an animal, but let's see. I would want the read and react on if I had to pick. Kraus is 6'3", he's faster. Kraus is just such a bad tackler. But Kraus is he attacks the ball crazy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm surprised that the Chargers didn't grab a quarterback. You think I should just go with Minkah? I might just roll with Minkah Fitzpatrick, just see how he plays. But yeah, I definitely need to upgrade my defensive tackle. That is like Mean Joe was a monster, but he only has 93 block shed at this point of the year. That's just not good enough. Damn, this dude John Randall ain't got shit. I don't want to spend like a fortune on a D tackle though either. I wanted a secure tackler D tackle, but all the secure tackler defensive tackles other than the Mean Joe Green, it's like 600K. None of them really have good great block shedding. So like this Poe, I was gonna get Dontari Poe, but his block shedding is the same as the card I have now, so that doesn't really do me any good. Gerald McCoy, that could be. Man, he's got 98 block shed. He'd have 99 on my team too easily with boosts. So he's better at everything than speed, but I'm not really too worried about the speed. I might just go with that Gerald McCoy. What's good, Black Ghost? 95 Brandon Williams. He does. He's so slow, man. Let me see. Let me see. I mean, I'm not really concerned with speed at defensive tackle, but Brandon Williams is like absurdly slow. Let me see. How does this do that, man? He's only 100K though too, which is like really good. But man, he's 59 speed. Oh, the finals is about to start already? Thought it was a little bit later. Man, 59 speed is just ugh. 59 speed, man. And I got this Nat Malik Jackson, but I don't use the 2D tackles because I'm always either in dollar or 3-4, so I'm always in 3-down lineman anyway. So, I mean, and then he only has 90 power move, which oh man, I don't think secure tackler is that important for a D tackle. Cause I mean, I'm more concerned with like my linebackers and my defensive backs having it than anything. Cause the defensive line, like if they get off a block and block shit, they should be okay pretty much anyway. Yeah, so these guys are all way too expensive. I'm thinking about that Gerald McCoy because he would have 99 block shit. That's pretty significant. Got Vita V, the guy that just got drafted. Nope, he's only 93. Halode Naha, 94. He's got read and react too. He's pretty slow. Got Damian Williams, or Harrison, excuse me. What's up, Louise? Damn, I didn't know it was about to start. I thought I had like an hour or two before it started. I must have misread the times. I mean, I like Dontari Poe, but I mean, I want somebody that has better block shed. That's like my thing right here. Like, I mean, he's far and away better than Mean Joe at everything, but they have the same block shed, and that frustrates me because that's really the whole reason I want to upgrade is I want somebody that has way better block shed because at this point of the year, 93 block shed at DT just isn't really good enough. This Fletcher Cox has terrible block shed too, huh? Oh no, he's okay. See, this is who I really want, but I'm not gonna spend this much. This is who I want, but I'm not spending 500,000 for a DT. I think I'm gonna just get McCoy. I feel like McCoy's the move because he would have 99 block shit. That's pretty significant, man. And I mean, he would have 92 power move, which is okay. Play rec 92 is okay. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I like Poe, man. I need better block shed than that, though. I mean, Poe is 115, McCoy is 145, so it's not even a big difference. Who y'all think's gonna win Ultimate League? Y'all think it's gonna be Kiv or Drini? I'm going with Kiv. I think it's his time, man. He should have been one already. I think it's his time. Yeah, I mean, 91 is kind of like that's like the cutoff, but I think with block shed, though, like, once you get past that 91, like, for instance, with 91 zone, like, okay, 99 zone is better than 91, but it's such a small difference, you don't really notice it too much. But with block shed, I'm not even sure if, well, I think 91 is a threshold for block shed in terms of, like, being able to instantly shed, but the thing is, the rating when it comes to block shed helps in the run game. It doesn't do anything in the pass game. It's a run. It's only for run defense. So the way the algorithm works is like, okay, if a center has like 98 run block and then my defensive tackle has 95 block shed, the center has a better chance of holding that block. But if your block shed is higher than the other lineman's run block, you have a much better chance of block shedding instantly. So that's kind of, yeah, you want to have at least 91, but the higher block shed you can get, the better, because there's centers in the game right now that can get 99 run block. In fact, my center has 99 run block. So you don't want to be out there with a guy that has 93 block shed versus 99 run block. You're not going to block shed as much. So that's really why I'm going to go with McCoy, because for 140,000 coins, I can get him to 99 block shed, and that's a big deal. I think Kiv's going to win, man. I really do. I think because Drini's a good defensive player, and he's not the greatest offensive player, but he keeps it simple on offense. He doesn't, his offense keeps it to where he's not going to make any crazy mistakes. But Kiv, I would argue Kiv's a better defensive player than he is an offensive player, but Kiv's offense is phenomenal too. So that's like the thing. Like, I think when you go defense for defense, I think him and Drini are about even. But when you go offense for offense, I think Kiv's offense is way better. So that's kind of why I'm going to pick Kiv. And just plus, like, Kiv's just been there so many times, so close. I think it's his time. So here, let's see, McCoy. See that? 99 block shed, man. You can't beat that. I wish his power move was a little higher, but I'll take the 99 block shed. So I guess I'm going to roll with Minkah Fitzpatrick. Got my boy Lattimore. He's never coming out the lineup. I think we got this is a pretty good team. I'm going to go sell the Mean Joe Green card for sure. I might go get Megatron and put him, the Megatron, like, free safety, and put him at my cornerback 4 for when I run dollar. Because I was watching Kiv doing that earlier. He had Megatron in like a hard flat all game, but because he's so tall, he could pick the ball off so easily. So I might actually do that. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough coins. I don't know how much he goes for still. I'll have to see. That just sold. Y'all let me know when the actual game starts, because I'm sure they're doing like some pregame stuff. Let me know when the game starts, and then I'm gonna hop off because I want to watch it as well. Let's see. I got so many Nat cards I wish I could sell, man. It's ridiculous. Like this card, this Teron Armstead's a Nat. He's good, but I would put somebody different there if I had the choice. This fullback's Nat. This free safety's Nat. Neither of these two players get any use. This Patrick Chung's Nat. Too many Nat cards this year. Damn, this card don't go for anything anymore. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Megatron, put him at my 4th cornerback, and call it a wrap there. I think I'm gonna call it a wrap for this year as far as like upgrading my team. I don't really see me doing too many. I'm probably not gonna participate in any more promos for the rest of the year. Like, there's really no reason to. I got a 94 overall team. I've never had a team this high. Usually my team will get up to like 91 and then I'll stop upgrading it. But this year, you kind of have to keep upgrading it. See, these two players, they're both Nat. This Casey Hayward's Nat. So many Nat cards, man. This card's Nat. This one. Ridiculous. What connector they use, I honestly have no idea. I didn't even know you could do that until like recently when they mentioned it. Not today, but when they mentioned it a few tournaments ago. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the out-of-position players, if I'm going to be honest. But, I mean, since it's in the game, I want to try it out. I usually don't use out-of-position players, like, hardly ever. It's just, maybe I'm weird, but I tend to like keeping people in the positions they're supposed to play in. Like, I don't, like, even, like, pass rushing linebackers. Like, I don't like taking a linebacker and then putting him at defensive line. I'll do it every once in a while. Like, in the game, I'll sub it in if it makes sense. But I don't like having it like that on my depth chart. I like having the left end at the left end and the right end at the right end and stuff like that. All right, Megatron's cheap. That's what's up. Let's see, 87. What's his? Okay, oh, he's already got. All right, cool, cool. Boom. We about to buy that on up right then and there. I've never used this card. I've never used a free safety Calvin. The only time I use out of position cards, and I feel like these actually make sense, but the only time I use them typically is I'll use like one of the out of position linebackers. It's a safety. Like earlier in the year, I was using Landon Collins, outside linebacker, but that makes sense because safeties come into the box all the time, and a lot of the safeties play like a linebacker role, depending on what formation the team's in. So that's kind of somewhat realistic. But you see, I mean, my free safeties are all free safeties. Right outside linebackers at right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, strong safety. Like I don't have any out of position guys. But we're about to throw Calvin right here because apparently he gets glitchy. So why not? Why not get glitchy? Throw him in there. Let's see what his zone is with the boost that I have. 95 zone, that's good. And he's 6'5", so he's going to get nasty. See, like, I got so many Nat cards. Like, this Josh Norman, I used him most of the year, but I don't use him anymore because he's just too slow. Yeah, you can go to, like, the EA Sports Twitch, or you can go to the EA Sports YouTube page. They'll be streaming it there, too. So let's see what we upgraded today. I got Fitzpatrick. He's going to start. I only have Matthew starting so I can get his zone coverage boost. But I'm going to start Fitzpatrick. So we got him. We got Ricky Jackson. We got the Gerald McCoy. I'm still debating if I should sell Clowney and get Davenport, but I think I'm just going to leave Clowney. We got Calvin Johnson at the free, or at the cornerback 4 for when I use dollar. On offense, the only thing I did today was I did upgrade my center. I had like a 92 overall center, but then I went and grabbed Andrews because this dude was like 100K, and he's got 99 run block, so that's pretty crazy. I may sell Ted Ginn and maybe upgrade this third wide receiver spot later, but I could upgrade my tight end, but I feel like the guys I have, they do the job pretty good. I don't know. I might upgrade my tight end later. I might go get one of those Evan Ingrams that's like super fast. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Did the game start yet? I'm about to actually click over to Twitch real quick and just see what's going on. Let's see. Alright, they still doing pregame. Alright, cool. We can go check out some tight ends and just see what's available. I probably should upgrade my tight end. 87 speed isn't bad, but I mean at this point of the year, there's definitely. What am I doing? I'm in the wrong thing. There's definitely some way faster guys. So let's see. I just don't have a lot of coins left, so I might have to sell something off. See what happens. Oh yeah, I forgot it. It's on ESPN2. I'm definitely gonna watch it on ESPN2. Well, I'm gonna go to the Twitch chat too though, so I can get my my drops, my packs. The Twitch drop packs today were pretty fire. I was in the thing earlier. They gave out 2 packs and both of them had some NFL draft cards in it, so they were actually. I probably made like at least 60,000 coins on the Twitch drop packs earlier, which isn't bad. What am I looking for? Let's see what the tight end market's looking like. Okay, Kellen Winslow, he's slow. Frank Wycheck, and he's got identifier, he's slow. Tony G's probably, yep, these guys are too slow. Hayden Hurst. He ain't that much faster than what I have. Tony G. 87. I know Bo Jackson's fast, but I don't want him. Yeah, zone coverage, big hitter. Don't run man is this is what you need to do on defense, especially in Ultimate Team. I made a video on it, but to like sum it up really quickly, the best way to play defense is you want as many secure tacklers as you can afford to get. You want to put your coaching adjustments on tackling on aggressive. And you want as many of your guys to have the big hitter trait as possible. So what happens when you do this, you have big hitter trait, which means they're going to always lay hit sticks. Having your aggressive tackling is going to make the computer always hit stick. But by having more secure tackler players, you run less of a risk of broken tackles. Because when you put your tackling on aggressive, the thing that the downfall of that is you can get tackles broken easily. But if you have secure tackler ability on your card, those guys don't get tackles broken on them. So it's kind of like a cheat. So you have secure tacklers, big hitters everywhere, and you put your tackling on aggressive. That means literally everybody on your team is going to hit stick. You're going to cause a lot more fumbles. So I think this Evan Ingram is... I need to get this Evan Ingram, but I'm going to have to sell some stuff to get him. We got Kellen Winslow, too. No, Evan Ingram's definitely the move. Definitely. Isn't there like a team of the year, Evan Ingram, he might be a little bit cheaper? Let me see, hold on. But he's like not that much slower. Where is he at? I know there's that card. He's like a rookie team of the year. Yeah, this guy right here. So this is way cheaper. See, I might just get this one because 91 speed is still, that's more than enough. And then he still has 92 route running. He don't have the playmaker ability, though, that the other one has. But I don't really use playmaker on my tight end, like, hardly ever. If ever, in fact. Yeah, I'm going to get this card. I'm going to need to sell. I'm going to sell my Dwight Clark. Did the game start yet? This Dwight Clark probably doesn't go for anything now, but let's see. See, this was, we were just talking about out of position. This was the only out of position card I was using, was the Dwight Clark tight end. At the time, man, when he came out, this card was one of the best tight ends on the game, and he was always like pretty cheap. But he was 87 speed when this card came out, was really fast for a tight end. And I think he might have been the only tight end that had the playmaker ability too at the time. But he's definitely he's had his run. He's definitely not the guy anymore. Let's see. Sell this guy for like, boom. See what else I can sell, because I might need to sell something else to get that Ingram card. So we got Ricky, we got Barry, we got Clowney. Still not sure if I want to get Davenport. I'm just big on having Saints players. If you can't tell, I got Jackson, I got Cam Jordan, I got Michael Thomas, I got Teron Armstead. I got Cooks, who was a Saint, but the only reason I have him is because he's fast, not because he used to be a Saint. I got Lattimore. I got Ted Ginn. I got a lot of Saints players on the team. If me and Joe Green would sell, I'd have enough to go get the tight end, but I need him to sell. I got Zach Streif, who I really should upgrade that spot too. This card doesn't do anything, but he is what he is, man. He's there doing his thing. Got this Ndamukong Suh. That's another Nat card. Got this Cooks, another Nat card. I got too many Nats, man. This is ridiculous. Nat. All of these cards right here are Nat cards. Can't do nothing with them. Even my punters is a Saint. Like, I got so many Saints players on the team. I need my good cards to sell so I can go get the tight end. We broke over here, man. I can go play some solos. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of like live, like labs and tutoring or whatever you want to call them next year for Madden 19. I'm not gonna do them anymore this year because I mean the game is just not that many people are still playing the game at this point. But for Madden 19, I'm gonna do them weekly for sure. That's gonna be like a thing next year. I need 15,000 more coins. If that mean Joe Green would just sell, we'd be good money. Not cutting the Saints players, man. Saints, we gotta keep the Saints players out here, man. Not how many Saints players I got starting on the team. I really want Drew Brees, but it's just hard using a QB that's not mobile this year. So that's why I keep sticking with Vic. So that's probably the only Falcon on the team is Vic. But that Vic's Nat too, so that's why I never really upgraded him either, because I could never sell him, because EA gave him to me to do a video on him when he first dropped. So when they grant you a card to like make a video and talk about him, it's you can't sell it off. It's Nat. So but I mean he's been good all year for me. I mean his accuracies aren't the greatest, but 95 throw power and 92 speed. I mean that works all year. So yeah, let's see how many Saints we got on the team. So we got 1, we got Streif, we got Armstead, that's 2. I'm not gonna count Cooks because he's former Saint. Ginn is 3, Thomas is 4, Ricky Jackson is 5, Lattimore is 6. So we only got 6. That ain't that. Oh no, wait, we got Cam. Okay, we got 7. That ain't that bad. Shit, if Ken Crawley had a better card, he'd probably be on the team too. He has a pretty decent card, but he ain't better than the Champ Bailey or the Night Train Lane. Do I like the players the Saints drafted? To be honest, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the players they drafted. Davenport, I don't really know much about him. His tape looks phenomenal, but he didn't play in like the best conference in the world either, so I don't really know. I mean, but then again, DeMarcus Ware, there were some other pass rushers in the past that didn't play, against the best teams in college, and they turned out to be pretty good. But the tape they were showing of Davenport, he looked like a savage, for real. But you just never know. I mean, the next level's different. Hopefully, he's the right pick. If he looks anything in the NFL, anything close to what he looked on the film that I saw, putting him opposite side Cam Jordan with the secondary that we have right now could be a problem. The wide receiver they took in the 2nd round looked pretty good. He looked pretty good. And we don't need him to be great. He just needs to be number 2. I mean, Michael Thomas is phenomenal. We got Cameron Meredith if he can stay healthy, the little bit that he played in the NFL before getting hurt, he looked pretty good. He looked like he could be a solid number 2 at least. And then you got the guy we just drafted. I think the guy we drafted is kind of the guy that maybe they envision taking over Ted Ginn's role eventually, because Ted Ginn's kind of old, so I don't see him being on the team 2 years from now. So the guy that we drafted, he's decent speed, but what really stood out was the way he kind of would go up over people and kind of moss people. He would go up over people and just snag the ball. So, I mean, he looked pretty good. And then they drafted a couple other secondary guys, but I don't know. I don't really know anything about them. When we traded up, I thought for sure we were trading up for Lamar Jackson. That's what I thought we were doing. I was surprised when they took a DN in. That's what coaches do, though, man. They throw a lot of bait out there and trick you. They talked so much about how they liked Lamar Jackson and they liked a bunch of other players. They never mentioned this Davenport guy at all. But they said when they traded up to draft him, after they took him, they said that he was the plan all along. That was the guy that if he got to the spot where they were comfortable trading up, they were going to trade up for him. I don't think they needed to trade up that high for him. It didn't seem like there wasn't a lot of talk about the guy. It didn't seem like maybe they could have risked it and got him a few picks later, but I guess if you really feel like that's your guy and he's the final piece to the puzzle, because, I mean, we are in win now mode. We need a Super Bowl within the next 2 years because that's it for Drew Brees. We got a pretty good D. We got a pretty good O. So if they were thinking, like, this is the last piece, get somebody else on the other side of Cam, and they feel like he's the guy, then I'm good with it. But they definitely surprised everybody because that's not who we thought. No one thought that guy was on the radar. All right, the game's starting. Well, we're going to get out of here then and watch the game. Just wanted to kick it with you guys for a little bit and, you know, just why I bought some new players, talk about the draft and all that. But yeah, let's go check out the game. Definitely go support competitive Madden and Madden in general. So I'll see you guys later, y'all. Thanks for joining us for the little bit that we were here. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys next time.